Hello again everyone, welcome back to Landric Plays, and some more of the Darkest Dungeon. Last episode we did our second medium expedition, and it went a lot better than the first. We made sure to take enough food so we didn't all starve to death, and yeah, we barely took any damage, we barely even took any stress, and we came back with quite a reasonable amount of gold. Maybe not as many heirlooms as we like, but we're going to go out again and pick up some more. But we have come back to the hamlet to find out there's been an outbreak of the plague, which, as it turns out, weirdly, is a good thing, because it means all of our idle plague doctors get an extra resolve level. So yay, everyone's dying, but we have a chance to practice our skills and get levels. I don't know, it's fine. So there they are working away, so we're probably going to leave our plague doctors, where are they? Busnoir and Brinon. We're going to let them stay and tend to the hamlet and get an extra free level. Brilliant. Let's sort our roster by stress. So we've got Dismas at the top, and he's on relatively low stress. Yeah, he's only on 35, so I don't think we actually need to send anyone to any of the stress relief buildings. Tang Sok does have this disease. She has the creeping cough, which is minus 20 damage, so we might not want to take her out. But she is she's a Vestal. We're probably going to use her mostly as a healer or a stunner or a debuffer, rather than actually worrying about the direct damage she can do. Columbia's also has a disease, and she's got the ague. I have no idea how you pronounce that, but that's minus 10 speed. Sorry, minus 10% damage, minus 3 speed, and minus 10% max HP, which I think is probably much worse. So I think we're going to put you in the sanatorium right away. At some point we are going to have to upgrade these slots. Okay, so we can upgrade the treatment ward for quirks and things, which we might do eventually. I'm still putting it off for now, because I think there's more important things to spend our heirlooms on. But I think the medical ward might be a good one to expand quite early, because some of these diseases can be really bad, and the more we can cure at once, the better. Okay, so yeah, we're not putting anyone in any stress relief things, because what I think we're going to do is sort people by level. Yeah, we've got more or less a full roster of level 2 heroes. Yolande is just close enough. We could send her for one mission just to get a little bit of experience, but then we'd probably have to waste another week putting her in a stress relief thing. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. We'll send this crowd out next time and get them all to level 2. But what I think we're going to do this time is we are going to take on the Swine Prince. We are going to take on our first boss of the game, which gives us a whole bunch of heirlooms, a whole bunch of gold, and a set of Holy Orders, which is a Crusader for it, a trinket for a Crusader, 15% virtue chance, minus 20% stress, plus 12% death blow resist, minus 10% blight and bleed resist. So, interesting mix of things. I think that sort of comes out in the positive overall. So let's pick our party. So I think we're going to go for Reynold and Dismas as our key damage dealers, Tang Sok obviously as our healer at the back. We could take Ballard with us. Drew would definitely be a strong addition to this, but she's only really good as a frontline fighter. Though I suppose, actually, so we could push these two back and put Drew here, which is a sort of a special party composition. We get the title the Crimson Hand, which I'm tempted to do now just for the name. And there's not a lot of difference between that and what I was going to do, which is bring Yolande with us. I think this is what we'll stick with. There's a lot of direct damage in this. Yeah, and then some healing to sort of balance it out. I think we've got a good range of targets, mostly the front line. Dismas can do a little bit at the back with his pistol shot. But we definitely do have to cut our way through the front. We'll go with this. How bad could it possibly be? But this is a medium dungeon, and last time I upgraded the survivalist and totally forgot to use them, so let's make the most of that now. I don't think I'm going to mess around with these too much, because these skills are quite expensive, but I might as well unlock one more, because then we'll get to use that when we camp. Or at least we'll have the option of using it. So Let's see, pep talk, wound care. I like the idea of unlocking Zealous Vigil because that prevents nighttime ambush, and it's always very good to have somebody with that. That's self only, so I'm less worried. That's wound care. We'll probably get that from somewhere else, and pep talk's relatively common. Torn between these two because Dismas is the other. If we slot him in here, Dismas is the other person who has a prevent nighttime ambush skill, and we don't need two of them in one party. Wow, that's a hell of a buff, and that's mostly on melee skills, which is what we want, because the other one's clean guns, which we don't really use, which is a shame. Gallows Humour, some stress relief, or a chance of stress gain. I don't like that 25% chance of stress gain. I think I'm going to unlock this. Thank you. And we've got to make sure we definitely lock it in and activate it from here. Oops. It's only a 15% heal. I think I'm going to get this, so it won't help. It won't necessarily help this time, but it's still nice to have that option in future. So I'll lock that in. Tank sock. What else have you got? So yeah, you've got sort of the generic. So we could also get this prevents nighttime ambush thing, and it also has the if mortality debuffs heal, which. I don't want to go into a boss fight with any mortality debuffs, so I think I'll get that one again. Having that is quite nice. Oh, well, it doesn't clear the mortality debuff, but it does heal anyone with one. In fact, it heals all companions with one. So yeah, it's a bit situational, but I think I'll go with it, and I'll lock that in too. And then Drew. No, we don't want to open your character sheet. We want to put you in here. There we go. Revel. So self only. Get a load of debuffs for 4 battles. Hang on, so it cures 20 stress, and it does minus 20% stress for 4 battles. Okay, so we basically get really, really drunk and cure some stress, which makes us fight worse next time round. I don't know if I want to get rid of stress that bad, because the longer battles go on, the more stress we're going to accumulate. That is nice. Just 8% crit damage for the next 4 battles. That's pretty good. I think we'll go with that. And again, make sure we lock that in. Do you all have upgraded... where are we? Sort by activity. Yep, you've all got level 2 weapons. I don't suppose we can upgrade level 2 armor, can we? Ooh, no. Still need a couple more crests. That's a bit annoying. Can we upgrade level 2 skills? Oh no, because we haven't upgraded this yet. Right, I think we're good to go then. Take the Crimson Hand, and we're going to go kill the Swine Prince. A broken adventurer tells of a beast so unspeakable and terrible that the swine folk have made it their lord. Perhaps it is only rumour and shadow, but this threat cannot be left to fester. Yeah, that definitely sounds like something we should get out of the way. And like last time, I'm going to go a little bit overkill on the food. Just because I definitely don't want to end up starving to death and taking a whole lot of damage and stress for no reason. And if we got some left over, you know, we can just eat it to get a tiny, tiny extra bit of healing before the last battle. So we'll get some torches as well, and again, we'll go a little bit overkill on these. Take a couple of shovels. That's probably overkill. Take 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. So I'm spending quite a bit more for this, but it is a boss fight, so I think it's probably justified. Yeah, I think that's probably a good enough combination. Let's get going, and hopefully that will go.
The rituals of blood sacrifice are difficult to master. Those from beyond require a physical vessel if they are to make the crossing into our reality. The timing of the chants is imperative. Without the proper utterances at precise intervals, the process can fail spectacularly.
It can fail spectacularly. Yeah, I'll say it summoned this thing, and now we have to go and kill it.
Abomination. A testament to my failures. It must be destroyed.
Okay, so 2 things. Obviously, this dungeon is quite a bit bigger than some of the others we've seen, and it's laid out in a sort of nice, even grid style. We did get a critical scouting success though, which means we've scouted all of these rooms, and we found a secret door over here, So regardless, I'm going to try and remember to go back for this. We found, so all of these are empty. There's a battle here. So the boss is in one of these rooms at the bottom. So I think what we're going to do is just go this way and around like this, and ignore this battle here altogether. Okay, let's go. So Dismas, you're good at disarming traps? Yeah, 100%. And this will actually burn off some of the stress you've got from last time still. Good. We're off to a good start, guys. Everything's going to be fine, I'm sure. Oh, torch is already getting a little bit dim though, so we'll boost that. Go straight down here, so we've avoided these fights as well. Some stashed heirlooms, fantastic. Portraits aren't exactly what we need right now, but you know, I'm never going to say no to some free heirlooms. Torches come down a bit more. Ooh, we've got a scout. Empty room, so it looks like all of these are empty. We might actually get through this entire huge dungeon only fighting the boss. So we can camp right before that happens if we're lucky. If we get a good scout.
And purpose is made clear.
Of course, we might stumble straight into the boss. Ooh, do we get a scout? Okay, so we do have a battle before we get there, but there's treasure, so I'm not that worried about it. Whoop. Didn't mean to go in there. Meant to activate this. There we go. So Dismas has actually burnt off more stress in this dungeon than he has sitting at home for a week. Good. Hunger event. So we don't regain any health, but at least we don't lose any. Keep that torch up.
The promise of safety.
And so this might actually be a very, hopefully not a boring run, but at least a simple one. So we can pour some holy water into this pile. Ooh, what do we get? A disease charm. 20% disease resist, -2 dodge. And some gems. I'm actually probably not going to equip this disease charm. I think I'm going to sell this because diseases, overall, there aren't that many things that cause diseases. There are a lot of things that just cause damage, so I'd rather have the dodge. And we can deal with the diseases. They're not that bad. We can spend some money at the end to get rid of them. He says this and he's going to get a disease. No. Resisted. Okay, good. See, we don't need the charm. We can already resist all of this. It's fine. Who do we go for first? I think we're going to go for this guy. He's not gone yet. We'll see if we can take him down before he does. Maybe we'll get lucky. So we do get the bleed. We do get the damage. Hopefully that's not enough to kill him on this hit. So I think we might have to just go full overkill.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
So we maybe sort of wasted some damage by overkilling him like that, but at least it means he definitely doesn't act this turn. You're still diseased, you're still doing less damage, but you can still stun if you hit.
In Radiance, may
It's alright,
we
next
find
time.
victory.
More stress. So there's a lot of stress attacks here. But I think we're doing alright. I think, yeah, we can use Iron Swan on you. Surprised I didn't kill you, actually. Can you... Only affects the first 3. So, again, it's a bit overkill. 9 damage, 1 would have done. But, you know, it means he's out of the fight, and that's fine. He's moving further to the back. That's interesting. Normally that would be bad, because... Reynolds? I think it's Reynolds. Can't hit him from there. But with the Iron Swan, having him move straight to the back is actually pretty good for us. Not fantastic, I mean we'd still do damage to him if he was at the front, but it's not the end of the world at least. Let's see. Can do... Well, okay.
Executed with impunity.
Yeah. You can say that again.
Their formation
Nice.
is broken.
So we found
Maintain the offensive.
another charm, a move stone, which gives us a chance of moving enemies. We don't have any move skills, or at least not ones that I'm making any use of, so that will probably get sold as well, but we got some crests as well, which are very useful right now. Come on, more crests. Yeah, a couple more crests and a gem. Lovely. So he's got to be in one of these rooms, right? Yeah, there he is. Okay, so I think we go this way, and then probably back and up, just to this secret door. Or we might go just through this battle, because why not? We'll see how badly this one goes. So this begs the question. I don't think... So, I mean, we're all basically on full health and no stress, but I think we're going to camp here anyway, just to get some of those buffs from the skills.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. So we're going to use a feast, because we've still got 8 food left. That's enough for 2 extra hunger events. So we can sharpen your spear to get you 8 crit. We can do this to get you a whole bunch of buffs. I think we're probably going to start with that. Prevents nighttime ambush. Get some scouting bonuses and a chance to surprise people. I don't think that's that useful. This lowers your stress. I think this... we've got this as well, actually. So no mortality debuffs. So that would only prevent the nighttime ambush. This will prevent the nighttime ambush and reduce your stress to 0. It's only 4, but you know, might as well. So, where are we? We've got 8 turns left, so we can use Unparalleled Finesse on you. And we can use... so we can use Battle Trance or Sharpened Spear. I think I'm going to go with Battle Trance. And that means we've got 1 left over. Is there anything we can do with that? No, so we'll just get some rest. There's nothing to fear here, that's right. We are the Flame. See, all our guys are very, very confident. We are probably gonna... We're probably gonna fail horribly, let's be honest. This is the first boss we've faced. But, you know, so far so good, we're doing alright. Hopefully we won't pick up too much damage in this fight here. Well, we certainly won't if we get hits like that in Damn. Resist the bleed and the debuff at least. Take a little bit of stress, but that's probably... I'm a little bit worried how much stress the boss is going to do, the Swine Prince. But right now we're doing okay still.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
There we go.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Ooh, dear. So Resident Kleptomaniac is going to
laden with loot are often low on supplies.
So he's stealing that gold and that holy water. Not that worried. It's only 350 gold. It would have been nice, but I'd be more annoyed if it was heirlooms. Right, here we go. Okay, so we have the Swine Prince, this huge hulking behemoth, and Wilbur, this tiny little dude with a pair of flags who is marking our party. So he is going to direct who the Swine Prince attacks. So he's got 132 hit points. He is 100% resistant to stun, but he is 0% resistant to blight and bleed. So let's stack some of that up as soon as we can. Bleed out. So this will debuff us. It'll do 20% damage. 3, but it's got a chance of bleeding him. Let's see, 8 to 15, 9 to 17. So this will actually do more damage, but it then debuffs us. Well, let's go for it. Let's just put as much damage on him as we can. So right now, we could do just a small heal to top everyone up, but I think I'm going to try and debuff this guy. Oh no, this doesn't have the debuff on it. Oh, well, it's some damage, it's fine. Whoop, something went a little bit... Okay, that was a little bit weird. Hopefully that won't happen again. If it does, maybe I'll have to bin this recording, but if you're seeing this, then it went fine. It was just a temporary glitch. I don't know what happened. We'll see. Okay, stack up some more bleed. There we go. Yeah, just keep piling on the damage. Yeah, there's no point trying to stun him, but there's definitely a point to healing these guys. Only 4 is not fantastic. They're going to take that damage again. Oh, and a crit. So you're immediately on death's door. That's... See what I mean? It was all going so well, and then suddenly, just those 2 hits put us in a lot of trouble. Okay, so he's marking somebody else, and they've dodged it. I'd actually kind of wished he hadn't dodged it, because I don't know what he'll do now. If he goes for Drew, Drew could be in serious trouble.
Precision and power.
A crit of our own's very nice, though. Oh, if we can take him out before he acts. 12 damage. So he's going to bleed to death. Not this turn, but the next turn. Critical heal is very good. So we still have that massive penalty for being on death's door. Ah, wild flailing, because nobody was marked. I assume that has way less accuracy then. Cool. So you're on 12 damage. There we go.
How many rats will it take to gnaw through a ton of putrid flesh?
So there goes the first boss. So, well, we've still got to deal with Wilbur, but I'm hoping he's not going to put up too much of a fight. He does seem to have that like AOE stun though, which isn't great.
Impressive.
There we go. Nice. So we get some gold, some gems,
Success so clearly in view.
and a couple more
Or
charms.
is it merely a trick of the light?
Fantastic. So we're on a little bit low health. In fact, I'm going to just use a couple of food there just to bring them up, hopefully out of range of death's door. I was tempted to go straight up here to this room, but I think I'm actually going to backtrack. I'm going to take sort of the coward's way or the prudent way, depending on the way you look at it. And we're just going to sort of march up here, examine these curios, and check out that secret room. So we're going to go up here. I'm going to keep the torch up because I don't want to take stress damage just over time from walking. I'm going to interact with this, but I'm going to make sure it's somebody with full health. I think we can use a bandit trap. There we go. Protects our hands during the search.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
Gold and more food.
Blood.
Good. So we get some gold and more food. That's fine. So we get an extra scout. I guess it told us what was on this corridor. It's already been looted. Probably by Reynolds.
Match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Good. Get a little bit of a heal from that. And here we go. We're going to go for this secret door over here. So we could like clear out all of these things, but there's no need. And given that we're in rough shape after the Swine Prince, I'm glad that we didn't go through all of those beforehand either. Are we there? So I think yes. So if we just move here, we go into this secret room where there's this ancient artifact, a chest untouched for centuries, and there's a locked compartment. Luckily, we've got a skeleton key left, which gives
Finding
us
stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
3 puzzling trapezohedrons. Trapezohedron, there we go, which are worth 2,500 gold each. So we can put 2 of them in straight away. And now the question is, what do we drop? Because we definitely want to take this with us. And, I mean, it doesn't really matter, we're leaving straight away, so let's drop the torches. They're 5 gold each, that's 15 gold each. Yeah, we leave the torches. There we go, and we'll grab that. And now we can head off. So, okay, whoop, slight little glitch, we're still in business. But yeah, there we go, our first boss out of the way. So we came back with a ton of gold and a reasonable amount of heirlooms as well. Fantastic. We even got some extra levels up. Great, these guys are level 3 now. So Drew can't meditate, not worried about that. Reynold is now an Eldritch Slayer, and Tangsok has picked up another disease. But a natural swing as well. So, you know, all in all, actually pretty positive events. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Before I have another glitch, I'm going to end this episode. I will see you all next time.